Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we will learn how to install Hybris in your local. So today we will see B2C, means we will see how to install B2C accelerator on your local. So before installing B2C accelerator, I just want to let you guys know that what accelerator basically means. So accelerator is nothing, but it basically provide functional sites that serve as a starting point for your development. So the beauty of Hybris is that out of the box it provides some skeleton features, some out of the box features using which you can customize your site as per business requirement, right? Unlike Java, .NET, or any other language where you have to develop the system from scratch, that thing does not require in Hybris. So we use accelerators in Hybris using which we can customize our site. It basically provides a starting point for development. So a developer basically jump start into implementing their requirement, right? And in accelerators we know that it consists of extensions templates. So extension templates is basically the features comprised of subset of SAP Commerce functionalities, like it contains the business logic, type definition, web app, etc. So today we will learn how to install B2C accelerator on your local. So for that, what we did is we first downloaded this zip file. So it is the Hybrid 6.7 version which I have downloaded, right? So prior unzipping it, what we need is first we have to ensure the folder in which we are copying this file or we want to install this unzip this Hybris does not contain any white spaces or the directory name is not long, right? So what we do is here, like if it is Hybris space learning should be the folder structure, then at the time of installing Hybris one might face issue. The other thing is we have to ensure that this zip file does not, the name of this zip file should not be long enough. So what we do is first of all we rename this zip file. So as we are installing Hybris 6.7 version, so what I do is I will rename it to Hybris 6.7, right? So once renaming is done, what you can do is you can unzip it. The best tool to unzip is 7-zip. It is preferable and recommended that you install 7-zip prior extracting the zip. Now I am extracting it to this folder Hybris 67. So when this zip will be extracted, it will be extracted to Hybris 67 folder itself. Now I'm clicking on extract to Hybris 67 zip. So you are seeing the unzipping process has started and the file has started unzipping. Now, now we can see here that this zip got extracted. Now let's get inside this folder Hybris 67. So here we are seeing the folder structure that got created, right? If we go inside Hybris, then currently there is only a bin folder. If you go inside bin, then these are the out of box extensions which Hybris provides. Now what we have to do is we have to install the B2C accelerator, right? So for that we go to this folder installer, and inside installer if you go you will see this recipes folder. Go inside this recipes folder and here you will see all the recipes which Hybris provides. So here if you see, then we have the B2C recipe, B2B, China, marketplace. All these recipes are provided by Hybris. Now, as we have to install the B2C accelerator, so we will use this recipe B2C ACC plus, right? So for that, what we do is we go inside this installer and open the command prompt. There are two ways to go to this path. Either first one is the easy one, which I'll let you know. So go here, just type cmd and click enter. So command prompt will open, and if you see, the directory structure is directly for installer. The other way is you open command prompt uh, from here and then go to this path. You can choose either option. Now, in order to install the recipe, we have this command install .bat -r, which is to install the recipe, and then the recipe which we want to install, which is B2C ACC plus. After that, we click on enter. So what this command do is, this command will basically add the all the required extensions which is needed to like create this B2C accelerator. So all those extensions will be added into the local extension .xml file. So let's wait for this to be over. Now, as all you can see, the recipes are installed successfully. We have a build successful, and it took, the total time it took is around 1 minute. Now let's go to the folder. So this is the folder. Now if you go inside Hybris, then previously I have shown you that we only had bin folder, right? Now we have these folders as well, which got created after installing the recipe, which is config, data, log, roles, and temp. Now if you go to inside config folder, we have this local properties and local extensions.xml. So as I have told you that when we install recipes in local extensions, we have the extensions that get created depending upon the recipes that we have choose. So currently we have choose B2, we are using B2C accelerator, B2C ACC plus recipe we have used. So these are the extensions which get created. Now a question will come in your mind, like from where these extensions gets copied, right? So let me show you. We'll go back to the installer and then the recipes. Inside this we'll go to B2C ACC plus, and here if you open this build.gradle, then all the extensions which are mentioned in here are copied in the local extension in the same order, right? So if, for instance, if you see the name is MCC adaptive solar search, adaptive search back office, and then if you compare in the local extensions, then in the same is way, in the same order it is presented in local extensions.xml, right? So till now what we did is we have installed the recipes. Now after installing the recipe, what we have to do, we have to install the module. We have to run the module gen command. So for that, what we do is we'll go to the bin, and then from here platform, we will again open the command prompt. Now command prompt is open. What we do is we first set the environment so that the Java options gets picked automatically. Now we will run the command. So the command to install the module gen is ant module gen -d input. dot module, which is accelerator. So basically this will tell Hybris that we are installing the B2C recipe. After that we will give the input dot name command. So name command basically tells like for what should be the name of the module. So we are giving in here training. Then the other command is the package input dot package. So what, just like in Java we give the package structure, right? Package prefix. So similarly here we'll give d hybris dot training. So this input name and package you can give as per your choice as well. It is not hard and fast way that it should be the same. After that we will give input dot template. So here will I am giving develop. Here we have the two options. First is this develop. The other one is the production. It basically specifies whether the configuration that we are doing is for the development environment or for production. So here we are doing for development. So that is why we have given the develop. After that we will click on enter. So it will be installing the modules. So what module gen command do? So it will basically generate the set of logically related extensions at once. Now here you can see that build is successful and it is giving some next steps which we have to do in order to fully install this B2C accelerator in our local. So what is the first step? We have to add below extensions in our local extensions.xml. So for that what we do is we will copy this, right, and we have to add this in local extensions. Now prior adding this, I'll just remember it has created 7 extensions, which is all these extensions are same in, in spite of the name that you give. So it is the fulfillment process, cockpits, core, facades, test, initial data, storefront. So every time you run module gen command, these 7 extensions gets created. And where it gets created, if you go to the Hybris folder inside bin, you will see a custom folder is now created. You can check the date as well, right? It is of today. So inside this custom folder, we have this training, and inside this training, we have all these 7 extensions that gets created. Now let's add these extensions in the local extensions.xml. So what for that, what we do is we will add these extensions in here. Now the first step is done. Secondly, we have to remove all the extensions that are mentioned in here. So I'll remove those from the local extension. Now, after the first two steps are done, what we do is we'll go to our local properties file, which is present inside config folder. We will open this local properties file, and here we will add our website endpoints. Now inside local.properties, we have added the key value pair where the key is the website for electronics, April UK, April D, and in the value we have provided the URL to access which using which we can access the storefront. Now the second thing that we have to do is we have to mention in the local in the host file as well. So we will go here in our host file. I'll let you know how to go. If you don't know the location, press window and R in your system. This run will open. Here type drivers. Here it is etc. Inside etc folder we have this host, which is this one. You can see the path which is mentioned here as well in the notepad. C drive, Windows, System32 driver, etc host. So here we have added this. What we do is, once this is done, what we do is we will initialize our system. So for that we have a command and initialize. We will write this command and press enter. So what this ant initialize does, this basically removes all the existing data which is currently present, and then it also drops all the existing schemas and tables which are present in there in the Hybris DB, and then it recreates the tables and schemas again from the scratch using the data which is provided in the Hybris feed. So if so in the Hybris we have some out of the box feed which is given. So when we do ant initialize, at that time those feed runs and the data in the Hybris gets created. We can also add our custom data if we want during the ant initialize. So now here we can see that initialization is done, and build took around 94 minutes in order to finish successfully. Now if we go to the Hybris folder and go to data, then we can see that HSQLDB folder got created, Solar folder is also got created, and there is a build number. If you open this, then you see that the build version, it is basically means that this is the Hybris version. Now once this is ant initialize is done successful, we will start the server. So now we will start the Hybris server. So command for that is hybris server.bat, and that command we have to run from the platform only, from the platform directory. So we have to go to the platform directory, open command prompt, and then we have to write this command and press enter. So now here we can see that the server has started. Now we have to access a storefront. For that, what we will do is we will go to the local.properties. We'll go to the config, open this local.config, local.properties in here. The endpoints that we have defined in here, we'll copy one of the endpoint and go to the browser, copy the endpoint, right? And now here we can see that the storefront has opened. So this is the home page. So I hope now you know how to install accelerator on your local. Now you can install any accelerator. I have shown you the B2C accelerator in this video, but you know, if you want to install B2B or any other accelerator, then you can install the same. I'm also telling you that how to access HAC. So copy this URL and after that type HAC and press enter. HAC will open. The password is username admin and password is nimda, all in small. I will share all these details in the description of the video as well. So this is the HAC. And if you want to access back office, then instead of HAC, just type back office. So back office has opened. The username and password is same as that of HAC that we use in order to access HAC, which is admin and nimda. So this is the view of back office. Now I have also made the summary of all the things that I have explained in this video, like what are the accelerator, how to install recipes, command that we use in order to run module gen command, which is here, the URLs that we need to put in the local dot properties, what will be the path of local dot properties, what is extension, how to run and initialize command, and the site which is here is basically we can say that this is the omni-channel platform. So omni-channel platform is basically a solution which interacts with customer over the web, mobile device, through email, kiosks, or via support representatives. And also if it is connected to product and website, content catalogs, inventory and fulfillment system, print services, ERPs, etc. If any solution does these things, then we can say that it is a omni-channel platform. So right, so hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching it.